and just stay forward. Nothing but positivity will come your way. Wealth, health, money, whatever. It's gonna come to you. You just have to be patient. You are strong. You are dedicated. So you will get through this. You will make a change in this world.
Hey everyone, it's Jeanette. That last clip you just saw was from me exactly 1 year ago, April 19th, 2017. I was obviously not in a very good place. I just had this craziest epiphany ever. I was up all night crying. I wasn't happy with my life. I wasn't happy with the decisions that I had made, and I finally understood that all the decisions I had made had led me to the path I was actually on. And I just realized at that point that that's not the path I wanted to be in anymore. So that's when I had the epiphany of moving to California, and it came to me that night. And I somehow knew I needed to get back to my homeland. Even though I wasn't born here, I feel like this is, you know, where I'm supposed to be. After all, it's still our land. That same day, I started contacting people, started making moves. You know, the next day I contacted family members back in California. I was ready to go, you know, I was ready to make moves. I wanted to go back to my homeland, so I decided to search up flights, see how much it cost. I mean, it was going to cost me a shitload of money, but I didn't care. I wanted to go. So a few days later, I booked my flight. By April 24th, I had the flight booked to LA. April 26th, I arrived, and I stayed here for about a week. The second I arrived here, I knew I was meant to be here. I knew this is where I needed to be. And yeah, it was everything that I wanted, you know? So I took the plunge. By the time I got back, I started selling everything off. Mind you, I didn't have a job. I was jobless when I got back from California. I told my employers that I was moving. I wanted to give them some time. They didn't take that very nicely and decided to let me go. But it is what it is. I knew what the chances were, so I decided to be, you know, a better person and move on with my life. And by July 4th, I arrived here. July 4th is when we moved. I mean, it's kind of patriotic, I guess, but I don't give a crap about that. The only reason why I got the tickets for July 4th was because it was cheaper. So yeah, me and my kids, we moved here on the 4th of July. It took us a few months to adjust. It took us a few weeks to find an apartment, but we did find an apartment of our own. We settled in. Everything has happened slowly but surely. Everything that I wanted to happen has happened. I have gained lots of experience from being here. I feel like I've grown into someone who's 20 years wiser, which is a huge fucking difference to what I was before back in PA. I mean, I was some scumbag little girl who was brainwashed, who thought she knew it all, but in reality I didn't know shit, you know? And I still don't know shit. I'm still learning. But I'm more conscious now. Everything that I do it with a purpose, for a reason. I no longer let others think for me, you know. I put my foot down when I need to. I don't let people walk over me or my kids, you know. Fuck that. I was tired of being in Pennsylvania, where I just felt secluded and helpless, and I didn't feel at home, you know. I just didn't feel like it was where I was meant to be. So that's why I got so antsy and decided to move. And here we are a whole year later from when I had that wild fucking thought. That's what trips me the fuck out. One fucking day, out of the blue, out of nowhere, I had the thought, hey Jeanette, what is it that you want to do? That night, you know, when I was crying, I asked myself, what is it that you want to do? And I said, move to California. That's where I've always wanted to be, you know? So I was like, fuck it, let's do it. What are we waiting for? So you know, that's when I started looking into the flights. In my previous video, I mentioned that I wanted to gain experience, you know, in things that I was interested in, you know, whether it was yoga, plant-based diet, the cannabis business. You know, I wanted to do all of that, and I did do all that. I'm so fucking happy because everything that has fucking happened for a reason. It was meant to happen. All the people that I've met them for a reason. They were meant to teach me something. I've come here. I finally got my first full-time job in January, and trust me, I didn't fucking want to, but you know, it kind of happened so beautifully. Now it's in a business that you know, is related to cannabis, and that's something I wanted to get into. My job before that, it was in a business related to the plant-based lifestyle. So, you know, I did that part-time. Before that, I was a Lyft driver. I was a Uber driver. That's how I got my income for a few months, for at least a solid 6 months here, you know, and that shit was hard as fuck. But you know what? I wouldn't change it for the world. I don't regret it. I loved it. I met so many great people during those times. And I grew to love the city, to love California, because I traveled so much and been everywhere, up and down. Now I feel like I'm a native, you know, like I'm a local. And people, when they meet me, they trip out because they feel like, they're like, are you from here? Are you a what do you call them? What do they call them? An Angelino, Los Angelino? I don't know what they call them. But, you know, a true Angelino. I'm like, no, I moved from Pennsylvania. And they're like, what the fuck? Most people trip the fuck out when I tell them that, and even trip out more when I tell them what I did, how I did it, you know? But I just want to show people how easy it is, how easy it was to me. That dream of moving to California one day seemed so far-fetched, but now it's like, it was so easily attainable, man. Like everything, but like, it seems like it's so hard, but if you really want it, you are gonna get it. You are gonna go after it. And that's what I did, you know, and here I am. Like, now it's time to start making more moves. I needed some time to adjust. I know I haven't been making any videos, but I promise I will be doing them at least once a week. There's so much that I want to do. This whole time that I haven't been doing any videos, I've been thinking about making videos, all the ideas that I have in mind, everything that I want to do. I want to build an empire. This is not just going to be a simple little project. No, I'm building an empire. I have many projects I want to work on, but you know, I know they're going to take some time. I just need to go ahead and do them now. Anyways, guys, I need to go because right now I'm only on my lunch break and people have been passing by and they've just been staring at me like, what is wrong with her? You know, but it is what it is, guys. I'm just happy to be here. To finally be here in California. To everyone who's had a wild thought one day, you know, a crazy dream where there's like, oh, I wish I could do this, or I wish I could own a bike, I wish I could move to California, I wish I could move to Mexico, I wish I could own a home, I wish I could travel the world, I wish I could do this, I wish I could homeschool my kids. Whatever your dream is, you know, like, you can do it. It's not that hard. You just need to actually do it. So guys, that's where I'll leave you guys at for now. I'm gonna be going back to work now. Again, guys, thank you so much for sticking by. I can't believe I have a few subscribers. I can't believe like half of you guys didn't unsubscribe. You know, I'm so sorry for being a terrible YouTuber, but I promise, you know, I will do my best to get this YouTube channel going. You know, I know it can be something, and I'm gonna do it. Until next time, guys, please like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you are a new friend of mine that I've recently met, please support me. This is only gonna be the beginning. I wanna do this for a long time, so guys, please stick with me, please bear with me. Alright, guys, thank you to everybody. Again, thank you for everything. Thank you. Alright, guys, until next time, please subscribe to my channel and please hit the like button. I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.